And welcome back to Section 431 here with Travis and Ryan. We're going to be previewing this Super Bowl tonight, coming up this weekend. Big game between Kansas City and Tampa. And that's mostly what we're going to talk about today. It's
Yeah.
the big game there. So we're going to get right on into it. We do have some news with the Chiefs. Interesting with the barber, a story with the
Yeah.
barber. Kind of a scare there for the Chiefs and their fans.
I bet you they're just like, man, glad Mahomes and their main players didn't go to that barber.
Yeah, it sounded like it was just it was 20 players and staffers, and I think Mahomes was one of them that was gonna be going there. But the way it read to me was Daniel Kilgore. It was like the first one in the chair, and the guy was like halfway through, and then it was just like COVID test came in positive,
Yeah.
and so that they tested him, tested Kilgore. He was clear, he's negative, but he will have to stay away from the team, I think, for a few days.
Yeah.
And then
I think he's traveling.
he should
Or
be
kind
able
of
to,
like you said, yeah.
yeah, he should be able to travel with the team. So no big issue there, just a little bit of a scare for the team there.
Yeah. I swear, if it's kind of like what happened with the Dodgers in the World Series, where they get through like half the game, and then their tests come back positive.
Right. Yeah, like
What if that
Justin
happens
Turner,
again?
man.
Yeah. What if that happens again, man? I
Like
don't
I don't
know.
know what they do with that. I mean, you do everything to test these guys. Like they test before they go in the building. They test when they go out the building. When they come to the game, everybody, from my understanding, is tested before they come in the gate. And then
Yeah.
if you're clear there, like if everyone that comes in the stadium is clear, then no one in the stadium should get it while they're in there. At least that's
Yeah.
the way
Right.
I would see it. I don't, because it has to be transmitted, between someone that has
Yeah.
it, to someone that doesn't. But I mean, it's a science thing that I'm not an expert on, of course, but
Yeah.
it's just, it's confusing how they've handled it. But we've gotten here. We didn't really have any major cancellations of games or big postponements.
Yeah.
They were able to work around with moving it a day or swapping bye weeks or something. So I mean, the NFL seems to have done a pretty good job with it. A lot of people are praising them and stuff for how they've handled it.
Yeah.
But man, if the daggone barber would have wiped out the whole half the team right before the game, man, that would have just wiped away the whole season, man.
Yeah, man. At that point, though, I think if more than half the team test positive because of the barber, I think they would have had to postpone the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and like really, that wouldn't be a problem for me if even before the season started, if they're like, look, we're gonna add a week or two, just in case there's cases on a team, we can postpone to that free bye week kind of deal.
Yeah,
If the
yeah,
Super Bowl gets and the playoffs get postponed a couple weeks, no one's really gonna complain. I mean, because you're gonna watch it whether it was in the middle of July or late April. I mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's the same thing there, but we got here. We're
Yep.
when it kicks off on Sunday, we'll have made it to the Super Bowl
Yeah,
there.
right. Finally.
These two teams, man, the Chiefs have been great all year. 14-2 record, and one of those losses was like a backup squad in last week.
Yeah,
So they've
yeah,
they've really had it on all year. One loss was against the Raiders. The Bucs this year they've actually played against each other earlier this year,
mm-hmm.
with the Chiefs coming out on top. And the Bucs, man, came in as the 5 seed in this. They were the first wild card,
Yep.
and they get home field in the Super Bowl. Man, it's crazy. These two teams, like, yeah, we knew the Bucs were good, but it's like 14-2 versus 11-5 in the Super Bowl. It kind of gives off the almost the Giants and Patriots, the first one where the Patriots were going undefeated. It almost gives off that kind of vibe for me.
Yeah, definitely.
But definitely looking forward to it. One of the best defenses for the Bucs, one of the, probably the best offense for the Chiefs, especially this year. So it's really we're gonna see a best offense versus best defense kind of scenario here, and I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, I am too, man. I'm stoked for this Sunday. I'm stoked for next Sunday. I'm stoked for all this upcoming week. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, there's some good Sundays coming for us NASCAR fans, us football fans for one more week. We
Yeah.
also have, well, I think FCS football's coming. The college football will be coming, and then I think that what they had the fan run league coming out too. I don't know, man, but
Yeah, I don't know either.
Super Bowl this Sunday, man. Super Bowl 55. Let's look into the odds and all that kind of stuff. Got it over here. All right, looks like Chiefs are the favorite. 3 point spread. The
Yep.
money line pretty good there for them. Over under of 56. It should be a tight one, man.
Yeah.
They're predicting what 30 points, about 30 points for the Chiefs. It looks like so. I don't know. I think that's what they. I feel like it was 30-27 when they played earlier in the year, so that's not
Yeah.
too
It
far off.
was. Yeah, it was about 3 points.
But that's that. The injuries. Whoop, I just scrolled like crazy. They have the power index has the Chiefs. But the injuries, Chiefs have a few that are. I have a couple that are questionable. Kilgore, the one that was halfway through a haircut and found out he couldn't finish because of the COVID case. He is listed as out. I think that's anyways. But he will be able to travel with the team on Saturday. And Demarcus Robinson also out for the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't know if they're out or what. I don't know what they are because I was reading something and it didn't say out. They said they're going to monitor it and they should be good,
Yeah,
but I don't know for sure.
yeah, and we'll see with the Bucs. There's a lot of questionable. I mean, this isn't even all of them, but big
Oh
ones there.
yeah,
Jordan Whitehead, the great rookie Antoine Winfield, Antonio Brown, Jason Pierre-Paul, and Levante David. Some veterans there on defense, with some young guys there on defense as well in the defensive backfield. So they're listed as questionable. If they can, strap it up for the game, man, that would be huge for the Bucs. Like I've said, they've got a really great defense, and they're missing those pieces. That could hurt
yeah.
pretty bad for the Chiefs. I mean, for the Bucs, but
Oh, terrible. I just saw something.
oh boy,
Going back talking about Daniel Kilgore, he's poking fun at the barber situation. He changed his Twitter profile picture to half of his head being bald
yeah,
and the other half having hair.
yeah. I saw that, man. I meant to have that kind of pulled up here so I could go right to it, but yeah, man. I was like, I hope that's how it really was too, but I don't think it was. Oh man, but a lot of injuries to look at. All right, this is just the points per game kind of stuff. Looks like they score about the same. They allow about the same. So I mean, it's well, the Bucs actually allow a little more than the Chiefs. So it's gonna be definitely a control the ball kind of for the Bucs. I think keep the
Yeah,
offense on the sideline. And when you get the ball, you need to score against the Chiefs because they will score if you don't.
yeah,
The way it
definitely.
seems this year. Of course, the Chiefs' great offense, passing and rushing, and the Bucs are just about 10 less on each there, for about 30 less yards total. In the last five, Bucs are on a tear right now, going through Green Bay, going through New Orleans, Washington, Atlanta, and Detroit was kind of an easier finish to the season.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
Chiefs also are pretty much rolling. They handled Buffalo. Cleveland was a little close. Mahomes, almost, well, he went down at the end, but
Yeah.
almost also scared the Chiefs fans. And they also, well, they lost to the Chargers, but that was a backup game. And then barely got by the Falcons and barely got by the Saints, divisional opponents of the Bucs. So maybe that's a sign that looks good for the Bucs, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be tough.
Yeah, definitely. I just found out for Kilgore and Robinson for the Chiefs, as long as they test negative the next 5 days, they're fine. That they can play.
Okay, so that was Robinson and Kilgore.
Yeah.
Okay, so they should be changing from out and being able to play it. So that'd be good there for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Demarcus
Robinson's what,
Robinson,
like a fourth, fifth receiver for him.
yeah,
So
I mean he's just another body to get out there, get some rest because like we said, the Bucs defense is pretty tough.
yeah,
So you need all the bodies you can get out there really. And lastly, it's supposed to rain in Tampa for the Super Bowl. That's kind of a bummer. Capacity 65,000. It's not going to get that many in there. They're going to have, was it just first responders? And I think they are allowing some fans. But they
yeah,
made sure first responders got in first. So that was cool thing for the NFL to do there for our first responders there.
Yeah.
And
So,
of course, it starts at 6:30 Eastern, February 7th, Sunday night. And we're gonna have Eric Church doing the national anthem, and The
yeah.
Weeknd doing the halftime show. So
Yeah, I've been complaining about that for the longest time. I got nothing against the weekend. It's just I think they should have somebody I think bigger than the weekend doing the halftime show.
I
I'm
don't
not
know,
I'm not, I'm
man.
not hating on the weekend, like not hating on them at all. But I just think somebody bigger.
Well, who would you want in the halftime show?
I think let's shake it up and get a country star in there. Let's get Luke Combs. I mean, he's tearing it up.
Well, they did get Eric Church for the national anthem, so
Yeah,
you got a little country there. Um, I don't know, like I don't. Well, see, I feel like Luke Combs to other people, to country fans, he's huge,
yeah,
but to outside fans, he's kind of another case. He's kind of a niche market there,
yeah. You're like,
and
who's that? Yeah,
yeah. So I mean, I always liked it. Well, like Prince when he
yeah,
performed. I mean, I wasn't a Prince fan really, but that dude performed like crazy, man, and he has a
yeah,
large catalog to choose songs from. So
yeah,
somebody like that, I think if you have a lot of recognizable songs, I think that's good for a halftime show. If you put on a good show, I don't know how the weekend performs. Maybe he puts on a good show.
yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I have liked some of the past ones. With Justin Timberlake's, I think was pretty good in
Yeah.
Minnesota. And
Katy Perry did really good when she did it.
yeah, with what was it, the with Left Shark or whatever, where they had someone
Uh,
dressed up as a shark and they were dancing.
I think so, yeah. And
And
she had the giant like tiger or lion or whatever it was.
yeah,
I think
and
it was a tiger.
who Shakira and J Lo, that was last year, right? They were pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Even
And
though Shakira opened a portal to another dimension and started all the 2020 stuff, but
well, with her
yeah, yeah,
that part. Oh man. But yeah, I mean, there's been some good ones. It's gonna be interesting, I guess, to see how he does.
yeah,
It is a little different. That's not one that I would have thought. I mean, maybe he's more popular than I think, but or that I've
yeah. I don't
seen,
know.
but yeah, I don't know. But hopefully puts on a good show for the halftime for the fans that are your team's not in it. You're looking forward to commercials,
Yeah,
halftime show, whatever like that. Hopefully
I'm
commercials will be
excited.
good, man.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm excited for the commercials. What the baby nut last year? That was a good one.
Yeah, this year I
Remember
was
that?
kind of wondering because I think some companies were backing out because they wanted to use the money for Super Bowl commercials for their employees that either got
Yeah,
laid off I mean not laid off, but like a forced leave kind of thing, or for
yeah,
first responders, or for people that's helping with the coronavirus. Which I mean that's a good thing too, but I don't know, maybe bring awareness to those things in your commercial.
yeah,
And I guess another issue would be getting cast together to record a commercial,
yeah,
and making sure you have all the checkups there. But I don't know. Hopefully there'll still be some commercials. I'm sure there may not be as many as normal, um, but hopefully there's some good ones. Because that's a big thing about the Super Bowl. That's half of it really is the commercials
yeah.
sometimes. So it's gonna be interesting, and I was gonna get some good prop bets for you guys, but they didn't really have fun ones. Like the one I saw, it was like, is it gonna be heads or tails?
Yeah.
Who's gonna
I
score
saw
first? I'm like,
I saw one that the average time for the national anthem was like a minute and 59 seconds or something like
yeah,
that.
I think it
And
did
they were
have.
like,
Would it be shorter than 2 minutes or something like
yeah, yeah, that they were betting on that. And I'm just like, really?
that? Yeah, I was hoping for like things like mentions or something. If they were bet on, like, I don't know how many times Tom Brady's going for his seventh Super Bowl. How many times will they mention
Oh,
that
God.
on the broadcast? Or or I don't even
It's a
know.
fun drinking game.
Yeah, for real. Like every time they mention it, just take a shot or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man, but I'm looking forward to it though, and I kind of disappointed I couldn't get a good prop bet thing going. But maybe you guys can hit up the social media and just tell us what you're prop betting or whatever. and we'll respond on that. But well, we got to make our picks though. Let's see. Well, actually, first, who are you rooting for in the Super Bowl?
Who am I rooting for?
Yeah, who do you want to win this game?
I want. I gotta go Chiefs, man.
Do-
That's my pick too. I'm rooting for and picking the Chiefs
okay.
because I think I'm gonna put it this way. I can see this as kind of a handing of the torch, kind of like we saw in NASCAR last year, where after the race, Jimmy Johnson kind of drove by Chase. It was kind of a handing of the torch type of thing. I could see that happening with this game with Brady and Mahomes.
Yeah, I don't think Brady's done yet though.
No, Mahomes. No, Brady's not done yet. He's probably got a couple more years, 1 or 2.
But I
But
do see what you're saying though. I mean, he's
yeah,
him leaving. I mean, really last year when he left his last season with the Patriots. Well, I don't know. They didn't play the Chiefs. They lost to the Tennessee Titans. The Patriots did. But like I think it was like the last game they played against each other. It was kind of a moment. It's become a picture of like this is the last time they'll play each other is what they thought, and then they ended up playing this year in the regular season and the Super Bowl. But I'm rooting for Tampa. I mean, it's not really for Tom Brady and all that. I really would like to see Bruce Arians get one. The Chiefs won last year, so I think it would be cool for the Bucs. They're at home, so I think that's a cool story. The Bucs can win in Tampa, win a Super Bowl. And there's some guys on that team that I just I don't follow the Bucs too much, but whenever they're on, I kind of root for them. Of course, I think I've mentioned I like Ronald Jones. He's like my dude there, and that defense is great too. So
it's gonna be rough because I'm gonna be watching it with my girlfriend. She likes Gronkowski,
so she's rooting for them there.
Yeah, she hasn't really said yet because she likes Mahomes and she likes the Chiefs team, but she likes Gronk.
So it's one of those. I just hope they have fun.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then really that would be fine. And both of these teams I think are okay. I mean, I don't really have hatred to either one. I don't really like the Chiefs as much because they are the AFC team and they've played the Titans. But one of the last few teams to beat the Chiefs was the Titans in the regular season. So I mean that's pretty cool. But I'm gonna pick the Bucs and root for the Bucs. It's gonna be a good game though, man. I'm hoping it's I don't know. I kind of like scoring, but I kind of want defense because I want the Bucs to win. So I want it to be like a 27-24 game or something like that.
Yeah.
But let's see. Anything else we got to talk about?
Kind of like I said, I'm excited for next week, man.
Oh yeah, when's the was it the Clash coming?
The Clash is Tuesday.
Tuesday. Wait, this Tuesday? Like coming up?
Yeah, this upcoming Tuesday.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, get this though. Next week, Tuesday is the Clash. Wednesday is qualifying. Thursday is the duels. Friday is the trucks. Saturday is ARCA and Xfinity, and Sunday is the 500.
Holy cow, dude.
Yeah, next week
we got to do a NASCAR pod now, man.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Or at least a video on YouTube or something.
Yeah, we have promised more videos on YouTube, and we got kind of slack. We're sorry about that. If anyone was looking forward to that,
sorry.
But it'll happen eventually, and we'll have more content soon. But the weekly podcast is probably gonna be here to stay. I don't think we're gonna change that up too much.
No.
We may just cover different things throughout the week there.
What? Probably next week we'll feature. Next week we'll cover the Super Bowl, and then probably next week we'll cover NASCAR instead of making a video, and just go over the changes and stuff and teams and stuff.
Yeah, yep.
How's that sound?
Sounds good, man. I'm looking forward to it. I didn't realize it was all coming next week, man. Dude. Like every day something.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome. I'm stoked. I'm excited. And your boy Larson got sponsors finally.
Heck yes, he's got who was it, Freightliner and Cincinnati Tools. So big shout out to those guys.
Yeah, Cincinnati sounded like a long deal too, man. It was
really?
I forget how many years it was, but of course they'll be on. Yeah.
I saw one that was like certain races. I don't know which one it
Yeah,
was, but it's like, man, I kind
yeah,
of want to have a, I mean, I get it's three different sponsors. They're gonna have like three different paint schemes or whatever, but I was kind of hoping
yeah,
they would be season long sponsors or at least half season.
yeah.
But
They're doing a couple races here and there. I think the
okay,
main sponsor for him is going to be that black car. I forget what it's called, Nation's Guard or something
yeah,
like
that's
that.
it. Yeah, that's a
Yeah, I
nice
think
looking
that.
car though, man.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the main sponsor, and I also think Hendrick Cars is going
Yeah,
to be the main one.
when like Chevy parts or something like that will probably be on there and
Yeah, yeah,
different things like that. Which it's I kind of want to see them get full sponsors, but for the time being, like you got to kind of take your hits
yeah.
and eventually
Give
it'll
it a.
come back around.
Yeah, I was about to say, just give it a couple weeks. He'll hopefully knock off a win early in the year, and then
Yeah,
sponsors will come rolling in.
we got what Miami the second week, the second
Yeah,
race.
yeah.
Hopefully that one's the one.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, dude, knock it out super early. Win at Homestead.
uh, I don't know if he can do it at Daytona, which I mean anybody could do it at Daytona, but
Yeah,
Miami is a strong track for him, so definitely
yeah,
looking
man.
forward
That's
to that. And let's see, and there's plenty of changes, so we'll have a pretty good pod of NASCAR
oh,
stuff,
dude. Yeah,
and
it'll
maybe
be
look at
quite a
paint schemes and stuff like that.
yeah. And tomorrow, Thor Sport, my favorite truck team last year, but this year it's gonna be Haywood Deegan. But
Yeah.
yeah, Thor Sports changing from what were they? Toyotas, I think, or Fords
They were
this year.
Ford last year, Toyota the year before, and Chevy the year before that. I feel like
Yeah, and they're changing again this year.
Jesus. Yeah,
They're
I
gonna
think
be.
I saw that. I forgot which one are they changing to.
They haven't announced it. It's
Oh,
gonna be tomorrow.
how are they gonna hold us in suspense on that? Or half of us are gonna be Toyota and half of us are gonna be Chevy.
We don't know yet.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man.
it'll be fun. Next week we got plenty of stuff to talk about. So,
Yeah, for sure. And
um,
we'll do a little reaction, I guess, to the Super Bowl probably in that too. But it's gonna be
yeah,
mostly NASCAR next week. Um,
and
and I
probably
think,
after that.
oh yeah, and from then on, really, baseball season's supposed to start on normal. We'll try and cover some of that. Basketball here and there. We'll try and get some of that on here because your Hornets have been doing pretty good.
Yeah,
I think
man.
they're losing tonight. Philadelphia was
Yeah,
giving them some work, but they've been on a run, and hockey, the Carolina Hurricanes have been tearing it up. So North
really.
Carolina's looking pretty good. Shoot, freaking
Oh,
ECU,
jeez.
East Carolina beat number 5 Houston tonight in basketball. So
Good
the
lord.
the North Carolina State is doing all right now.
I
Man.
forget what I was gonna say. Dang it.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, what? That's freaking awesome.
What?
Oh, well, jeez. Charlotte 49ers add a 4-star quarterback transfer from Texas A&M.
Oh, snap. There
But
we
they're
go.
saying he may not even start.
Ah, well, I saw we added seven. I think it was 7 transfer signees that we added. So hopefully they'll be
Yeah,
good for them. And
I hope
hopefully
so,
they
man.
they
Jeez.
get a full season next year, man. Because this year they had so many games that got postponed or canceled because of the COVID stuff. So hopefully next year's normal again, man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, me and you still plan on going to 4 races this year, so
Yeah, we'll be at what Charlotte and Darlington twice for both.
yeah. Yep.
Sweet.
So maybe sneak another one in there. We're not sure yet, depending on a lot of things, to be honest.
Yeah, dude, I was hoping for Bristol Dirt, but those sold out
That's
pretty quick.
jeez. Yeah. But they're restricting how many fans can be in there, so that makes sense, you know?
Yeah, yeah. But it'll be cool to watch on TV. A lot cleaner too. So,
You're right. I can only imagine how dirty that's going to be. Good
right.
lord.
I mean, geez, you sit in there and the like the rubber from the cars, from the tires,
Yeah.
they'll
Yeah,
come
we'll
up and
hit
get
you.
at you if you're too close. So I mean,
Oh man, can you imagine the people in the front row?
they don't know what they're getting themselves into. They pick front row tickets.
You're gonna need a poncho, not for rain.
Daggone umbrella.
Yeah.
Or no, well, if they got the face shields and masks, that might help them.
Hey, yeah, good
And
point.
they just wipe it off.
Yeah, I wouldn't go get any food in that race.
Nah, probably not.
Man, this hot dog tastes like dirt.
Lord.
Terrible, I know.
All right, guys. Well, me and Travis are gonna bid you adieu, and you guys enjoy that Super Bowl. Oh, I did
Oh
want to
yeah.
ask, what is your go-to like snack for the Super Bowl or food?
My go-to snack?
Yeah.
Most of the time we do pizza and wings.
Nice. I'm kind of thinking chili and nachos.
Oh, that does sound good
A
though,
little bit
man.
of that, maybe a mix, man. But you got me pizza and wings. I'm like, all right, ordering a pizza.
I think that's what we're doing this Sunday. But that reminds me. It reminds me of, remember the Super Bowl with the Cardinals and Steelers back in the day?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but I remember this to this day. We were all up at my granddad's house, and my grandmother bought a cake, and it had Cardinals and Steelers on it, and it was like a football field, and it was so cool.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
like
cool, man.
it wasn't any of our favorite teams, but she went and bought it, and I was like, this is freaking awesome.
I gotta know, did you get an end zone piece?
I don't even remember, man.
That was a good cake.
Yeah, I just remember the cake.
Uh, dude, all of my memories of let's see, my favorite memory of Super Bowls. Most of the time, it's bad memories with Super Bowls for me. The 1 yard short hits
Yeah.
pretty deep.
I mean, at least your quarterback can dive on a ball. Shots
Yeah,
fired.
he didn't really fumble. So, but dude, one that did break my heart though. I was a Panthers fan growing up, a little bit too, and just because they were the home team, and man, when they lost that one to the Patriots,
Yeah,
because
man.
they kicked the ball out of bounds on the kickoff, and
Yeah,
then gave Tom Brady like where he just had to get 20 yards and he's in field goal range.
yeah.
Like man, that one going back and watching that one's just killer, man, because they played a really good game. And then lost by a field goal. It's like, ugh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot one more thing. Quick, the Rolex 24 hours.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It was fun to watch. Just a long race.
yeah, dude. I was rooting for well, I like Scott Dixon, so I was rooting for the 0-1. I don't even remember who was driving it at the end of the
Yeah.
race, but he was putting up a fight and just, I think he cut a tire or something there at the end.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it was like Albuquerque, wasn't it? Who was racing it?
I thought he
I
was
think
the
that
one
was.
winning. He didn't. He wasn't the one that won.
I think he was.
He was in the 10.
Let me find out. I
Um,
forget who won it.
yeah, the 10 car won. That was Alexander Rossi was on that team.
Yeah, that's right.
The one that was the brothers, he got out of the car for, I think it was Albuquerque.
Yeah, Albuquerque won it.
Yeah.
Kobayashi and Johnson finished second.
Okay, so I don't
Yeah.
well, I don't know who was the 0-1.
That was the Ganassi car.
Oh yeah,
Van der Zande.
that's it, Van der Zande. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put up a fight, but man, and then it's like the last few minutes of it.
Yeah.
Then he cut the tire, and it was pretty much over. It was decided there.
Yeah,
But yeah, it was
like,
interesting. It's not my type of racing really. They have like 5 different series going out there at the same time.
yeah,
But it was interesting to watch and see how they do it and stuff. But
yeah. I'll probably watch a solid 8 hours of it.
yeah,
So,
well, I tried to fall asleep with it on so that I'd wake up and watch it. And I was watching on the PlayStation, and the app it like times out after 3 hours, so I didn't wake up to it. But what I did see was good though, so
yeah.
I always watch that one. I think I watched the Le Mans one year. Le Mans,
Really?
what was it, Le Mans or Sebring? One of them. I think I usually try to watch those, but I don't know when they are most of the time. So.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna head off of here. Thanks for tuning in, and enjoy the Super Bowl. Get that chili, get that nachos, pizza, wings, whatever you guys are gonna have.
Just
Enjoy
have
it,
fun with it.
and go Bucks.
See you guys.